But look, let's we have to move on. We have to move on. You know what? Let's take a quick little dance break. Yeah, buddy, there's nothing like my guy Mac Brown dancing.
Hey, he's got moves, bro.
I have never seen that.
Yeah.
I haven't either.
Part of me
That's
likes
the first time I've seen that, Sean.
Hey, part of me likes it. Part of me is like, bro, you gave up 40 in the fourth. What are you dancing for, buddy? Come on, coach.
Oh, that was after that game?
Yeah, that was after that game. So absolutely, Alex. I think Alex is frozen. Let me see if we can get him back in here. So I'm gonna come right into the night games, this big time matchup. I got my SEC guy here, so I have to start with the 7:00 game, Florida versus Kentucky. We got you back. Was that too much excitement for you? Was that
apparently. Mac Brown froze my computer.
We didn't say he was going to do the one move. He was just saying he was going to kind of.
Sean, you need to teach your coach some dance moves.
Mac Brown did it, man. Hey,
he's got those moves.
Right, hey, put up 63. We could talk. We're good. You can do whatever you want. Look, I'm bringing it in right now. Obviously, coming to my SEC guy, Florida versus Kentucky. I mentioned it earlier. Florida at one point had like 31 straight victories over Kentucky, but in the last 4 years, they've won 2 of the last 4. And Kentucky's got the W from a year ago with Stoops at the helm. We know Rodriguez is not going to be playing, but they still got Will Levis. They still got a defense. Talk to me about Kentucky, Florida. What are you expecting? What does it mean in the SEC?
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned some of the points I was actually going to make. Like, Florida's coming off some momentum from last week, and, they were outside the top 25, and after that win, they're now number 12. And this is going to be a type of a rubber match because, I mean, last time both were ranked in the top 25 was 2007. And like you said, Gators won 31 consecutive games from 1987 to 2017, and then Kentucky snapped it in 2018. In Gainesville, actually. And and you said they won the last 2 out of the 4 meetings. But you said you got Anthony Richardson, last week ran for 3 touchdowns in just his second start. He just his second start, and he actually ran the game winner. But he didn't really get his solid start last year, but now he's coming in like a house of fire. So I mean, he's definitely electrifying. And but we're looking at him to do big things against Kentucky. But you said Will Levis, Stoops. He's actually been. You said Rodriguez is. Hold on one second. So Rodriguez is. Right?
Yeah, he's out. Yeah, he's out.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. All right. So, yeah, that's right. He is out, and him and a couple other players. But the thing that got me about that is actually, Stoops has actually been mum on it. He's not really saying there's nothing he can say. It's out of his hands. So I don't really know what's going on with those guys. But, the O-line didn't really perform that well against Miami of Ohio last week, but they're looking to do better this week. But they got that Smoke, running back Smoke, that's in for Rodriguez, and looking for him to rise and take Rodriguez's spot. I'm looking for this to be a really good game because you got Levis. He has Cameron. Actually has Tavion Robinson that took over for Wan'Dale Robinson. As he had 136 yards last week. But I'm looking for this to be a good game. I think this is definitely going to be a rubber match, and it's going to be fun to watch. I think both Levis and Richardson, but it's going to be in the swamp, so it's going to be a hype time. I think Kentucky's got a good time. I mean, a good time to play the Gators. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And Kate, I mean, look, the Gators, the fans, they look like they were back into it. Richardson balled out, got a little moxie to him, a little swagger to his game. But But that looks like the Florida that we all are used to seeing, playing a upstart Kentucky team that a lot of people are expecting to do big things in the SEC. What are you expecting today?
I have Florida winning this. I think they have the momentum going. They think they have the drive going. They have a lot to prove in the SEC this year. Their coach has a lot to prove to mark his place in the SEC. So I think it's going to be a Florida win. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think it's going to be a runaway by any means by any team, but maybe like a 21-24 game, maybe a field goal, nothing real like explosive, like and blowout, but I think Florida will win. I think Florida's got a lot going on right now. Who said that?
That is Mr. Ben Coronet. He said Florida over 30.
That's a huge win.
What's the line? I think it's like less than 7.
Ben's bringing the smoke.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Ben.
Wow.
I have a closer game, but we could go with that if you want, Ben.
I mean, it is small.
You loving your Florida teams now, just because Florida State won a couple games. Now you loving Florida now, okay? Florida teams are great. Look, Alex, talk to me, man. Address this comment. Will Levis, Richardson, what are we expecting? Is this going to be a quarterback duel, or is those defenses going to come to play?
To me, it's kind of a tough one because it's two very good quarterbacks, two guys that, if you're looking draft time next year, are going to be mid to high first-round picks, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So it's two very good quarterbacks, two very good football teams across the board. Conference game at home, I've got Florida winning. I don't know that I've got them by 21 points.
Yeah.
I'll say Florida by like 10.
Okay, yeah. I think I'm more with that. Look, we gotta give Florida their due, and we also gotta give Kentucky their due. These are two solid teams.
Absolutely.
Florida has a myriad of solid linebackers, led by Brenton Cox Jr., who had 10 tackles a week ago. Ventrell Miller had 9 tackles, and we already know Amar Burney, who was the one who made the game-winning play in the end zone. He had 7 total himself. Those 3 linebackers are running the show, and I think as long as they dominate in that middle, they can shut down that running attack without Rodriguez. Good.
No, I was going to say, and then that's testament to the defense. I always said that Florida's defense was going to be a lot better than they have been in years past, in the previous years. But, it looks like Napier's got them, the defensive coordinator's got them going.
And that's the point. I think that's my next point to why I think Florida's going to get this one. Look, Billy Napier is a solid coach. We know what he did at Louisiana. We saw how he got them to W. Obviously, it was a close one late. He got them to W a week ago. Napier is the first coach in Florida history to start off their tenure with a top 10 victory. Urban Meyer didn't do it. Was it Spurrier didn't do it? This guy definitely, Billy Napier, he's got them guys fired up. He's teaching these guys about physicality and has that high-paced offense with Richardson. I think that's a marriage that's really going to work out for them. I'm like you guys. I got it close. I don't have any of this 38-17 stuff. I can't. I think you guys. I think you two Michigan fans can agree with this comment, though.
Yeah. That might be pushing it a little bit. But.
Is that Ben?
That's Ben.
Yes, Ben, I'll be at that game, so I'll let you know what's going on. I might go live so you can see.
Yeah,
that game's definitely on my TV tonight for sure.
Oh yeah, Ben. Thank you for being in your comments. Game of the day for me is Tennessee and Pittsburgh. This can go down to the last possession or even overtime. Ooh,
yeah,
I like that. I like that. And yes, thoughts on Quinn Ewers' hairdo?
Don't even go
mullet.
there.
That mullet.
Did you guys see his car got towed last game? While they were playing, his car
got
towed.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Who wants picks?
Ben wants to see the picks from the game.
I'll take picks. I have good seats, so you'll get good picks.
All right.
Buddy, I can dig it. Look, there's a number of other games. VT playing Boston College. Both of them had tough games the first week. Stanford playing on a marquee matchup against Lincoln Riley and USC, week 2 of the Lincoln Riley experiment. Kate, you're going to talk about him a little bit later. What are we expecting today? Is USC going to continue this dominant role, or are they going to come back to earth today?
I think USC is going to just have a great season overall. I think Lincoln Riley's a very good coach and knows what he's doing, and he's got a great quarterback. He's got a great team. He's got great coaches. So I think USC will win this game. I love Lincoln Riley. He's one of my favorite coaches in college football. It's one that you don't want to like him, but you like him. He proved what he did at Oklahoma, which I'll cover in the coach's corner. And so I think USC will have this. It'll be a good game, but USC, I have a lot of faith in Lincoln Riley.
I can dig it. Look, we know what they got. They got Caleb Williams. They got was it Jordan Addison, Mario Williams? Like, they got solid teams. They got Dye from Oregon. They have an offense. I am interested to see how the trenches, the O-line, the D-line, Alex, like you were talking about before. Let's see what they bring to the table. Speaking of trenches, Nebraska playing Georgia Southern in the Scott Frost can't sit down game. Like he's a little warm. He's a little warm under there. Let's see. Let's hopefully they get this. I'm eager to see as he walks out. I'm eager to see what Oregon does. And Oregon is going to try to play Eastern Washington. For those of you who don't know, Eastern Washington, the home of last year's should have been one of NFL MVPs, Mr. Cooper Kupp. Eastern Washington balls out. They like to throw the ball all around the field. What we saw a week ago is that Oregon, their secondary, got torched by. There he is. Just, you want
to talk about a beatdown, like
right? Golly day, man. Man,
Swiss cheese.
So we'll see if they and Bo Nix and Lanning are able to bring them back. One game I want to talk about. Before that, shout out to my guys, Oklahoma State. We saw what Spencer Sanders did a week ago, 300 yards of passing, two rushing touchdowns and 3 passing touchdowns, all in the first half. Second guy to do that's Patrick Mahomes. I thought that was great, but let's see what he does this week. He's going up against a 1-0 Arizona State team that's no slouch. I want to see if he continues because, Alex, like you and I talked about a week ago, Spencer Sanders is great one week, world beater, and then the next week it's like, who is this guy?
Yeah, and it's going to be an interesting one, especially since we talked about that last week, because to me, Central Michigan and Arizona State, talent-wise, isn't that much different. They're kind of on that same level, if you ask me. So it's going to be interesting to see if he keeps up that otherworldly pace he was on last week, or if he kind of crashes back down to earth like he has shown.
Yeah, it's gonna be definitely good to see. I'm very interested to see this. But the last game I want to talk about, number 21 BYU versus number 9 Baylor, in a game where the underdog isn't exactly the one that's ranked the highest. Kate, BYU is the favorite in this thing.
Yep.
Right, but they're without their 2 main wide receivers. What should we expect today?
I think Baylor's gonna win. I believe the game is at Baylor. And Baylor fans
BYU's at home.
What?
It's at BYU.
So I think that Baylor has a lot to prove. They want to get back into the top 4. They want to get back into being that college football playoff team that's always on the cusp. So I think Baylor will win, even though BYU is doing really well. Like you said, they have some major players out. So I am going with Baylor on this one. I think they really will win this game. I don't know if it'll be a definite runaway game or like a blowout game or anything like that. It'll be like a 10-point win, if that. So we'll see. And any given Saturday, BYU might say, not in our house.
Yeah. It'll be very interesting. It's going to be interesting because this is one of the top tier matches that a lot of people have been looking at. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens. I want to see if BYU is for real. That quarterback is pretty solid. Here we go. Ben is saying,
Yeah, I'm with this one.
I can see this. With those receivers, I think it might be a little different, but with them being out, Baylor's D, I'm in agreement with this. And our guy...
Is that why BYU is actually favoring this, because the receivers out and that kind of stuff?
Well, it's BYU's receivers that are out.
Yeah. So,
BYU's top 2 receivers are out this game.
Yeah.
So I have no idea why they're still favored, to be honest.
Maybe
because they're at home.
That's weird.
It don't make sense. Yeah.
I'm reading this comment.
Vegas knows something though. Don't sleep. Don't sleep.
Right. Shout out to our guy, Big Cornette. The locker room talk was at Lincoln by one of the Towel boys after the game. So last week he was saying Scott Frost had griddle marks on his butt cheeks. That's how hot the seat was. Hey, he's standing up now. He's not sitting down at all. He's just like, I can't sit down because they're going to get me out of here. Look.
Like I said, he's on that big eye on the stove. Like that, the big one we all use.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And it's
fun to see Nebraska Twitter after those losses, because let me tell you, it's brutal.
They better handle their business today and win pretty handily.
Yeah.
Because if this is even a close game against, I believe it was Georgia Southern.
Yeah.
Is that who it was?
Not bad.
Yeah.
So if that's a pretty decent team. So if Nebraska struggles against them, they might be calling for his head again today.
They beat Florida not too long ago. They beat a couple of years ago. They beat Florida.
If they don't turn this around, Scott Frost won't make it the season.
Let's go. Hey, you got to get the W, especially in this week. That's honestly what it is. Honest question: is Pac-12 allowing Oregon to play this week? Yes. Bo Nix, Lanning, they're coming back, man. They're coming back. Look. Hey, Speaking of Oregon in that game, we see the shirts you have on. We're gonna give you a little opportunity to talk for a second. We know your game is on SEC ESPN Plus. Like, it's not even televised. Yeah. You're playing Samford. Does this game make it out of the first quarter? Like,
I don't know. I mean, like, it'll get. To be honest with you, it'll make a lot of our Georgia fans happy because they'll put in Cox. They'll put in a lot of second, third string quarterbacks that everybody wants to see besides Stetson Bennett. All those haters and whatever. But it'll give them a chance to see all the other players, which will give them some garbage time. Actually, some experience, which is great. But Samford, they just. I mean, they're taking their check. Georgia's gonna write them a check here. Yeah. Take this butt whooping and be happy with it. That type of thing. But Kirby Smart actually came. He was actually a coach at Stanford. I did not know that. He actually was a coach down there.
He was
a while ago. Yeah, he was. He was him and somebody else, I believe, on the current coaching staff of Georgia. I have to go look at that. I just saw that the other day, which surprised me. But it definitely should be just one of those run-of-the-mill type games. But it'll give all the other backups time to shine and to get a little bit of experience. But I was happy about the game last week. I definitely didn't see what happening. To be honest with you,
no.
I don't think anybody did. But I mean, I just wanted to. I mean, like Stetson he looked polished. I mean, like a lot of those guys in the defense. The defense looked. I mean, defense looked pretty good. I'm not going to say they're as good as the last year's defense, but they didn't take as many steps back as I think a lot of people thought they would. But that's 100%. Just. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we got a lot of other stellar and prolific teams that we got to play, so we just got to keep it moving. So
it's a long season. But we'll definitely see what happens. Ash, I saw you were watching Iowa versus Iowa State. If you can hit us in the comments with your prediction, what you think's going to happen? Are we going to have 100 punts or 100 points? Like what should we expect?
Did you see your shirt she wore on our ladies show?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.